Now, on to the very best part of higher ed, the very best part of your college and university experience. It's this right here. That's right. You guessed it. It is financial aid. Okay, that may not be entirely true, but it is essential and it is critical that you get this information. So, me, Mr. Jean Shaw, I am here to bring you that critical and essential information that is going to assist you in affording your UMES experience. Go Hawks. First things first, I'm sure you want to know how you're going to pay to be a Hawk, right? You've waited your whole life. Now you're a Hawk. You want to know how you're going to pay for it. So, check this out. I want you to know that in 2018, we gave away $42 million in financial aid. That's right, $42 million. I want to give away more. I want to be able to give away more. There's certain things that you're going to have to do, and we're going to talk about that later. But just keep that in mind that in 2018, we gave away $42 million, and we're going into 2021. So we're talking about greater, bigger, and better. So stick with me. We're going to get you your piece of the pie. All right. So there's different types of aid out there, and it's very important that you know the distinctions between them. So there's federal aid, and that is generally associated with the FAFSA. Okay. So when you go to studentaid.gov, remember that. I'm going to quiz you on that later. So studentaid.gov, you're going to input all this information. You're going to do your FAFSA, and it's going to ask you questions about your household size, who lives with you, how much money your parents make, how much money you make, and then it's going to spit out this number at the end. That number is your EFC. That is your expected family contribution. So the federal government says, after you've given us all this information, this is how much we think that you can pay towards your university experience. Okay. And so from that number, you qualify for certain grants and certain loans. And so that's all your federal aid. Then there's going to be state aid. Because we are a public institution in the state of Maryland, Maryland residents get a lot of breaks. They already get in-state tuition, but then they are able to apply for aid from MHEC. MHEC is the Maryland Higher Education Commission. There are tons of scholarships there. MHEC, MHEC. All right. That's the Maryland Higher Education Commission, and there are tons of scholarships and grant opportunities there that I want you to check out. Then there's institutional aid. That's the aid that we would give you. We offer need-based and merit-based scholarships. The merit-based scholarships are either going to be based on your intellectual capacity, right? Because all of you are smart, because all Hawks are smart, or your athleticism, because we have a lot of D1 sports teams here. So those are the merit-based scholarships. But then there are need-based scholarships, because we realize that college has become more expensive. It's very necessary, but it's also become very expensive. And so, like I said, I am here. I am committed to making this Hawk journey as affordable as possible for you. So we do have need-based scholarships. Generally, 90% of our student body receives some form of need-based aid. All right. So stick with me. There's federal, there's state, there's institutional aid. Lots of opportunities to win. I also want to touch on student loans while I'm here, because not all loans are created equal. There are subsidized and there are unsubsidized loans. These subsidized loans do not accrue any interest while you're in school. That means that if you were to borrow $3,500, what you would owe at the end of your tenure here is $3,500. The unsubsidized loans do in fact accrue interest while a student is in school. So not all loans are created equal. Both of those loans come from the federal government, again, federal aid, and you can only be eligible for them if you apply for the FAFSA. Where do you find the FAFSA again? Studentaid.gov. That's right. So stick with me. We're going to go down to the scholarships, the good stuff. That's the free money, right? So one of the largest contributors of scholarships to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore is the Thurgood Marshall College Foundation, tmcf.org. tmcf.org. One of the largest contributors. We have students who receive, on average, anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 from the Thurgood Marshall College Foundation. The UNCF is the second largest contributor of scholarships to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. We are grateful to them to have them as partners. They give exclusively to HBCUs, which we are proud to be. All right. Then, of course, we can't forget the home team, umes.edu/scholarships. That list of scholarships is updated almost monthly. And so we provide these scholarships for you. We check them for validity, and we encourage you to visit that site frequently as those scholarships do change. And that is how you can secure a piece of your $42 million. But you hold me to it. I said we want to give away more this year. So tmcf.org, uncf.org, and umes.edu/scholarships. All right. Now, like I said, you won't be eligible for any of this aid, not one penny, not 1 cent, not one dime of it, unless you fill out the FAFSA. Even if you believe that your family earns too much, I would not be able to give you any need-based aid, any scholarships, any grants, if I do not have a FAFSA for you on file. So please take the time. The FAFSA opened up on October 1st. October 1st. It opens up on October 1st every year. And we are encouraging you to fill that out. Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas is coming up. The holidays are around the corner. You and your parents, you and your guardian can sit down together and complete the FAFSA. We need it from you so we can increase this $42 million that we gave away and increase it to maybe $52 million. Who knows? But what I do know is that the Office of Financial Aid is excited to see you in the fall. We are excited. We are bursting at the seams to see you. We are located in the Student Development Center, the only building on campus with tents on it. You heard it here. So, congratulations. See you in the fall.